All right, Shalom. This is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to Allah, I cannot pursue this truth and sincerity. All right, now this is a quick lesson, all right, and this is going to be centered around this article just came out. I'll just go ahead and play the clip. It says, a man accused of threatening fake Jews with knife. All right, and we'll just get straight into it.
At noon, a man is facing charges accused of attacking two people with a knife as they were walking from a synagogue. Local 10's news reporter Syra Anwar is live from the scene in Sunny Isles Beach. Syra.
Samantha, this sounds just off of the arrest documents like a really clear case of an anti-Semitic hate crime. A man was arrested here in Sunny Isles Beach just outside the Trump International Resort after police say he lunged at two men wearing yarmulkes who were walking home from a prayer service Monday night. Here is that man's mugshot. The defendant is Larry Green. His arrest form says he insisted to the two victims and officers that his Hebrew name is Elijah Israel. He was in Miami-Dade bond court today. Here he is appearing before a judge. Police say Green insisted he was a real Jew and the son of God and called the victims fake Jews, hurling anti-Semitic insults and threatening to kill them with a knife. His arrest report says he yelled, "Go back to Israel." Both victims say Green then raised a knife over his head before lunging at them. When police arrived and patted him down, they found the knife that the victims referenced, and both victims say they believe they were targeted specifically because of their faith. Statements in the arrest form also align with that claim. So Green was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and charged with a hate crime. And back out here live, court documents have Green listed as homeless. Today, that Miami-Dade judge in bond court set his bond at $50,000. For now, he remains in jail. That's the latest live from Sunny Isles Beach. Syra Onward, Local 10 News.
All right, so that's pretty much what I'm gonna get into now. Something is really already kind of fishy about this. Just the fact that the guy just looks straight up homeless. And she actually said that he was listed in the system as being homeless. Now, we know that that the so-called white man is going to make a move towards you Israelites, okay, especially you Israelites that are in the know, okay, which Israelites, if you're new here, is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you're the descendants of the biblical forefather Israel. Anyway, this guy basically committed a hate crime. Okay, and they're gonna spin this in the media. They're going to make a huge deal out of this. Okay, because this guy it's first of all, not only is it a hate crime, but it's against the so-called Jews. So it's it's uh, known as anti-Semitic. Okay, anti-Semitic. All right, which the Jews, the so-called Jews, they love to use that word. Okay, anyone that does anything against the so-called Jews is considered a hate crime. All right. Now, anyway, I'm gonna start with because let's say this guy, wasn't set up, and this whole thing wasn't this whole thing wasn't set up. And the reason I believe it's set up anyway is because this guy is homeless, man. You know, Esau could have easily just paid him $10 to testify that he did this. You know, so this is Romans 8:6. It says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." So when you're in this faith, Okay, when you're under the understanding that you're Israelite, okay, if you actually read the scriptures, right, then you'll see that you know we're not to be violent. Okay, now of course, you know we believe that the Lord is going to give us a green light, okay, to take down our enemies physically. Okay, we do believe that, but guess what? We haven't gotten that green light yet. So this guy is not using wisdom, and he's carnally minded. He's carnally minded, man. You know, and it says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." So a lot of these Israelites that are going to gun ranges and all these Israelites that are taking the real militant approach, okay, they're carnally minded, and it's not going to end well for them, okay? Because the Lord didn't command us to physically take down this devil, man. Because the so-called white man has all the technology, he has all the weaponry and resources to physically take down the Israelites. We need a power, okay? We need a heavenly power, a heavenly extraterrestrial power that's going to help us and protect us, okay? Not through guns and knives. You know, this guy threatened these fake Jews with a knife, okay? And what is that? That doesn't solve anything. What does this guy get out of that? He gets however many years in jail, okay, because of his hate crime. All right, but that doesn't, like I said, that doesn't amount to anything. You're not. All you're doing is by doing something like that. All you're really doing is hurting yourself. Okay, you know. And we know that Esau is getting ready to make a move on the Israelites anyway. Okay, but and that's why we believe that it could be a. That's why we do believe that it could be a setup. Okay, it could all be orchestrated by the so-called white man. You know, just find some dirty nigga on the street to threaten some Jews. Just like and you know what, the story kind of reminds me of Jussie Smoltz. Okay, how the guy said
The defendant is Larry Green. His arrest form says he insisted to the two victims and officers that his Hebrew name is Elijah Israel. He was in Miami-Dade bond court today. Here he is appearing before a judge.
Oh, how he told them go back to Israel. Okay, all right. So, like I said, something seems a little bit fishy now. Like I said, if this guy really is an Israelite, then obviously he's not reading the scriptures. He's not deep. Okay, he's not getting into this thing, because if he was, he would have known to be spiritual. Okay, but a lot of these guys, a lot of you Israelites are going to be found out, and you're going to have to deal with how the Heavenly Father judged you, okay, for being self-willed. Okay, let's get let me find 1 second. Bear with me one moment. Yeah, John 18 and 36. It says, YAHAWASHI answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then my servants fight. Then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence." Yeah, so YAHAWASHI is basically saying, his kingdom is spiritual, man. You know, this thing is not carnal. Okay, it says his kingdom is not of this world. He said if it were, then his servants would fight. If Yahushua was carnal, then he could easily, you know, basically just take this devil down himself. Now he is going to take the devil down, but like I said, his kingdom is spiritual, man. So he had to wait. Okay, he could have taken down he could have he could have if he wanted to. Well, the scriptures say that he said he could have called down a league of angels. Okay, you know, but everything is according to prophecy, and his kingdom is spiritual. Okay, so that's the mind frame we have to be in, is being spiritual, not being carnal, you know. And like I said, this guy is a bad example of he's a bad example of an Israelite, man, you know. And Esau is gonna use this, like I said, Esau is gonna use this to demonize Israelites. You're probably gonna have more situations where Israelites get into scuffles with so-called Jews or whatever, you know, and we're gonna be labeled um, terrorist, man. You know, that's what they're eventually trying to get to anyway. Okay, this is John 18:35. Pilate, well, no, that was actually, hold on. Okay, that was it on that. Now, let's get, oh, and by the way, this is, I'll go up to John 18 and 9, because Peter, Yahushua rebuked Peter for being carnal. It says John 18:10. Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and smote the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. And when Yahushua said unto Peter, then said Yahushua unto Peter, put up thy sword into thy sheath. The cup which my Father hath given me, shall I not drink it? Yeah, so everything is according to the prophecy, man. Everything is according to prophecy. We can't be self-willed. That was a self-willed thing that Peter did, cutting off Malchus's ear. Okay, because like I said, it was out of season, and right now that whole physical altercations and getting into it, threatening and assaulting Jews, that's out of season, man. It's completely out of season. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that in Ecclesiastes 3. Okay? And I'll start at 1. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Okay? So to everything there's a season. There's a timing for everything, man. And right now we're not in the time to be physical with our enemies, man. Yeah, we know the so-called Jews are devils. We know that they're not the real Jews. Okay, we hate their guts. We do want to physically, eventually, when the Lord gives us a green light, we do want to put our hands on these devils, man. Physically, we do want to. But guess what? Now is not the time. Now is the time to be spiritual, man. Wait on the Lord to do that, man. When Israel used to go to war, Israel would have the leader, whoever it was, Moses or whoever the prophet was at that time. They would actually entreat the Lord, like David, King David. Okay, before he just went and went to war, he asked the Lord, can you if we find favor in your sight, can you deliver us before whoever nation was coming up against us? All right, and either the Lord would say yes, I'm going to deliver you, or no, I'm not going to deliver you. He's going to jack you up. So the same thing with this, man. We gotta look for the Lord before we just, do certain things like that. You know, you know, and the Lord's gonna make it clear when it's time for us to get physical, man. You know, like I said, this it's just not the time right now. I'll keep going. I'll actually skip to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Okay, so just going back to the matter of fact, let me go to verse 3. A time to kill, this is what I wanted. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. Okay, so not right now, we're not in the time of killing, man. Okay, right now we're in the time of healing. Okay, we're in the time of trying to wake up our people. All right, like I said, it hasn't gotten. Matter of fact, let's get that too. This is let's get Jeremiah 16:16. It says, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks." Yeah, so it says, "I will send for many fishers." Okay, now fishers is that's figurative. Okay, figurative in a sense of basically our job is to fish for men. Okay, fish for the people that's the elect. Okay, the elect of the Most High. Okay, we're looking for the desire. We're looking for the desirables. Okay. Now it says, "And after will I send for many hunters." Now we're not in the time of hunting. Okay, we're not in the time of hunting our enemies. Okay, we're not in the time of being physical. We're in the time of fishing. We're in the time of edification. Okay, waking up our people. All right, so like I said, this is a cut to this guy Elijah, Israel, whatever his name was, because he's just not he ain't spiritual. And like I said, we don't know if he's set up. We don't know, if he really believes he's an Israelite, or if Israel Esau offered him some type of money to do what he did, or say he did what he did. But regardless, that spirit is being put out there, and we want to basically clean up and clarify the fact that we're not violent. We're waiting on the Lord to be violent. The Lord is going to give us the green light, and more than likely, when the Lord gives us the green light, the system is already going to be broken apart, completely broken. And I would say even like a purge type situation is when the Lord is actually going to give us the green light. If you watch that movie Purge, basically the government was shut down. Okay, and basically you had people that you basically had the hunters. Okay, that's the time of hunting. Okay, but right now we got to be peaceable. Scripture say, "Be peaceable unto all men." Okay, so in this thing, this isn't about just calling yourself an Israelite and being overzealous and just being ready to fuck up your enemies. Yeah, we're ready to mess up, do damage to our enemies, but right now, but hey, it's good to remain spiritual, and it's good to remain patient. You know. So I'll get one more and close up on that. Oh yeah, I get this. This is Isaiah 40. Isaiah 40 and 14. It says, Actually, is it? Yeah. Isaiah 40 and 31. But they that wait on the Lord, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up as wings, as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Yeah. So the point that I'm emphasizing here is where it says, they shall renew their strength. Okay. I mean, it's like, but they that wait upon the Lord. All right. And that's the whole gist of what I'm saying is we got to wait upon the Lord before we do these things, man. And they're going to, you know, they're going to take this and run with it. Please believe this. The enemy is going to take this and run with it. And they're going to create more situations and conflicts of Israelites being violent. Okay. Israelites, you know, being so-called terrorists, man, you know. And more than likely, they're gonna set up an Israelite, you know, that's gonna do a mass shooting or something to that effect, you know. So be on the lookout for that stuff because hey, the scriptures say we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, so we know that the enemy is going to create scenarios to where he can justify coming down on us and labeling us as terrorists. Okay, he has to create a situation where he can demonize us. Okay, where he can basically say, look, it's those Israelites, they're the problem, you know. And here it is. All we're doing is waking up our people. All we're doing is teaching the Bible, and basically saying that you know the Lord is gonna take down America, but He's gonna use us to do it. Okay, that's all we're saying. But here it is, the so-called white man gets away with everything, gets away with slavery, gets away with all that stuff, but Israelites are going to be named the problem. Here it is, the so-called white man has destroyed the whole entire planet Earth, yet Israelites are the problem. Like I said, a lot of people are going to get jacked up because they're actually going to believe Esau when he says that the Israelites are the problem, okay? You know, but it's all lies, man. It's all lies and trickery and deception. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna close on that. Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.